Hello, everybody, and welcome to Feeding the Ducks, the podcast giving you a little breadcrumbs of entertainment on a weekly basis. Hi, I'm wanted serial podcaster Kyle.
What's with the costume? I didn't know we were wearing costumes for today. I would have got one. Oh, well,
Are you screwing with me?
What?
Are you screwing with me?
This is what I wear.
I have 28 hours worth of footage saying otherwise. Except that one episode where you dressed up as Sonny Crockett.
That was
so
cool.
27
that
hours.
Cool. That was cool. No, this is my new look. I'm dressed up like this everywhere. I pull off leather pants. I'm sorry, I just do.
Then the pants are nice.
Of course, pulling them off is going to be a lot harder later because they're already sweating. Oh my God, how do people wear this? All right.
So you've got you're in Halloween gear.
I guess this is our Halloween episode.
Yes, considering it's October 30th.
Yes,
when this goes out.
October 30th. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. So we've gotten through 10, 5, 9 months, 8 months.
April 17th we started.
That's 6 months.
Okay, but
wow,
it's good.
Even worse than I thought.
We did very good.
Yeah,
it was exciting.
We've reached our first holiday special.
Yes. We skipped July 4th. We skipped Memorial Day. We skipped Labor Day.
What are we going to do on Memorial Day?
Well, no. Now we're working with the second scariest holiday of the year.
Second?
Yeah, Arbor Day. Arbor Days are scarce. Nobody knows what Arbor Day is. It freaks me out, Arbor Day.
This is a tree day.
Is that what it is? We worship trees?
Arbor.
What the fuck? Can we talk about what's on your hands?
I've got the Kruger gloves. You can't fucking. How the hell did he kill anyone?
You couldn't spend $9 to get an actual
no.
cheap things you put.
I did this when I first came up with his costume back in 2019. I'm doing it again. How the hell did he do anything with these hands? You can't do shit.
You look like a Cousinet from 86th Street in Brooklyn with the nails, the long nails. That's your look.
I don't know what that means.
Yes. You could. We could start losing the costume as we go because I'm sweating.
They're Gorilla Glued on. These things are staying. I can't. Oh my God, they're annoying.
Well, then take them off.
I can't.
You don't have to method act this episode. Oh, so our Halloween
if I was
episode.
method acting, I'd be.
Yeah, we wouldn't hear you the whole time. You'd have that.
Yeah.
So let's go through. You got obviously the Jason mask, but
so
there's more to it.
This is the costume is called the Slash Up, and it's the same costume I've worn for the past 3 years. I've planned on making it better, but resources and abilities prevent me.
The budget's low.
Yeah. This all cost me like $50.
Well, really? That's too much. That's way too much.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Go through what you got.
We got the Jason mask
yes.
with the Pennywise face paint going down the eyes into the Jigsaw spirals from Saw.
Mm-hmm.
Which just released, Saw X.
Saw X.
Yeah.
No relation to Malcolm X.
We also got the Pennywise nose. So there's like 3 of them in here. I believe I used food coloring to paint this on.
Okay.
Because like I said, the resources in my college dorm back in 2019 were sparse.
Okay.
Those were, I believe that was food coloring to paint those on, and surprisingly held up pretty well.
It looks good.
We got Michael Myers, the jumpsuit here. And I also had an apron for Leatherface, which was
Leatherface. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like a clean apron, like a pure white apron. So it was like,
why don't you just turn that into?
It's like I went as all horror movie icons, including Gordon Ramsay.
You could have went as Patrick Bateman. He had the clear plastic one,
the raincoat.
When Huey Lewis is that guy.
Yeah, that would have been good. I also had a hood for like Scream, because Scream has
you
the
should have
hood.
worn a Scream mask under that. You should have worn like 50 layers. Yeah. I think we get the point.
And
this
then
is good.
Obviously, the Freddy hat, which...
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
I can't remember if it's more brown or more black.
I think it's more brown. I think it's black now.
Well, that's all I was able to get from Amazon.
Hey, you did
good.
And
for the Kruger gloves.
For
made
a 3-minute open.
Made sure to leave the thumb open, because it's only 4 fingers.
Is that
some
true?
of the movies. It changes between movies.
Really?
But usually it's 4. Yeah. And it's on his right hand. They're not purple, but
no, they're not purple. I don't think he went to, like he's going to a rave or something.
Freddy Krueger went to Party City before killing a bunch of teens.
and I
surprise, bitch! Confetti.
The confetti. I am obviously the Pope, dressed like this. Did you just lose a finger?
Yeah. The Pope?
Yeah, the Pope. This is how he dresses.
Is it?
Yeah. I saw him once. He dresses like this. That's how the Pope dresses. I'm going Thriller.
I can see that.
Yes, Michael Jackson dropping the. Let's call this leather.
Is it not?
No, it's not
What is
leather.
it? Latex?
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's coming off.
Yeah. Well, enough about the costume.
Yes, let's talk about the show.
Yours isn't as complex as mine.
No, that's it.
Mine is much more well thought out and rehashed.
This is sweet.
Ah, my God, this is awful. No, but we are here to talk about scary movies.
Yes, scary movies.
Because I hate
Halloween.
scary movies.
We should talk about how
and yet my favorite band
your band is
writes
crazy,
nothing but scary movie
based on
songs.
The horror movies. Yes.
Oh my God, it's feel good to have a
But
finger back.
why don't you start off with talking about how we go to a movie, a non-horror movie, and the previews would come on. Why don't you start there?
Oh, you're talking years ago.
Yes, let's start.
Years
let's
ago.
start,
This
yes.
didn't just happen.
Yes, 3 weeks ago. Yes.
Shut up. Yeah, I did not. Microphone. I did not do well with horror in my youngin' years.
No.
So usually when I would go to see a movie that was not a horror movie at the local cinema, first of all, screw you guys for playing horror movies during the Oogie Loves.
The what?
The Oogie Loves.
What the fuck's an Oogie Love? That sounds like a horror movie. What's an Oogie Love? I never took you to see the Oogie Loves.
No, I saw that with a couple of friends 2 weeks ago.
The Ooga Loves? What the hell is that?
Oh my God, I'm trying to remember.
And they put a horror preview in front of the Ooga Loves?
No.
Oh.
What the fuck was the name of the movie?
Well, that's a language.
Oogie Loves. And the
Oogie
Great
Loves.
Balloon Adventure. No, I'm sorry, the Big Balloon Adventure.
What the hell? I don't even want to ask. You went to
The Oogie Loves.
You didn't go to the movies to see that.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to think of the most PG movie that wouldn't have a horror trailer.
Okay.
My God, the fact that I have to clarify this is ridiculous. But yeah, screw them for putting horror movies at the beginning of like X-Men or whatever I went to see. And so I would do one of two things.
Yes.
Close my eyes and cover my ears. Or run out of the theater screaming bloody murder.
I remember the first time you did that. You got up and you sprinted out of the theater.
Yeah. I don't even think it was a horror movie. I think it was like
I think it was Smurfs.
No, I think it was like, check out this haunted maze.
Well, I think it was Smurfs, and Gargamel got you all freaked out.
God, did you see his bald spot? He looks awful.
Hey, don't mention bald spot. Yeah, so you ran out of the theater and I chased you down.
Yeah.
And then I just got used to it. So every time a horror thing, I would just be like nudging, hey, you might want to run out screaming now.
It's ridiculous. I want to see what at the time was people who actually cared about the superhero movies they were making and the special effects. But I'm there to see that. I'm not there to see the spooky ghost.
Well, if
Like Insidious 12 was playing, and I'm like, I'm not here for that.
But okay, so you didn't know it was coming, freaked you out. You weren't there for that. You ran out of the thing. When I was a youngster, and we're talking very young.
Yeah, this was definitely younger than me.
Yes, my parents took us to see the Amityville Horror, and I'm under 10. For this. Yeah. I'm very young. Apparently, no one wanted to babysit me. And
that's an Amityville Horror on its own.
Yes, no one couldn't get anybody to watch me. So the Amityville Horror scared the shit out of little me.
Which one was it?
The very first one in the 70s.
Not the Ryan Reynolds one.
No, Ryan Reynolds was probably my age at the time.
Ryan Reynolds was in Amityville
so
Horror. It was
freaking scary. The walls were bleeding. There was a pig with red eyes, Jody the pig.
5
Murder and mayhem. I was like 7. How do you do that to a child?
This doesn't exist, by the way.
The first Amityville Horror.
Yeah, no.
Brolin's. Oh,
there we go.
Margot
Okay.
Kidder, yeah.
Yeah. For God's sake, get out.
Get out.
Amityville
Yes,
Horror.
the house said get out.
Yeah.
Holy shit, get the hell out. Get me out of this theater. That's what I did.
The movie based on the true story that wasn't true.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. I've done a lot of reading up on that. What really happened in that house is actually scary. A guy killed his family right before that family moved in. But that's a whole nother story.
What do you mean, like right before, like an hour?
Oh, people are coming. Let me clean this place up. No, the family that
As you
lived there
can
before.
see, it's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Sorry, we didn't have time to clean.
Color-changing walls.
I didn't have time to wipe the blood off the wall. No, a guy killed his entire family in that house.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. He killed him and went to jail for it. No, allegedly.
Well,
then-
we've covered allegedly's half in the last two episodes.
No, this is not allegedly. This is shot him, went to prison. But there are some allegedlys. Yes, there are some twists to that story.
All right.
But and then the Lutz family moved in after that, and basically it came down to this could be allegedly they couldn't afford the house, and so they started making up stories that the house was saying get out and furniture was moved.
Well,
I think
yeah,
it was,
no house wants to have people who can't pay its mortgage.
no, get out. Plain and simple,
Get out.
Get out.
It wasn't the house. It was just a bank within the wall.
If you're not going to pay, get out. That's a scary part. Yeah, so that's what I saw. But in the end of that movie, the house is like bleeding, and there's goo, and they're running out. I was so freaking petrified. This is why I'm in therapy now, because of what my parents did to me.
Right.
That wasn't it. They took me to see another movie, The Prophecy, which was a horror movie in the 70s. The Fog, which was this is all before I'm like 10. Nobody would watch me apparently, or they wanted to drive me insane. I don't know what the deal was, but I saw all these petrifying movies when I was young. When I was very what's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid.
No, I'm still stupid. No, oh damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Whatever.
You can't see this thing at all.
What?
The pig.
Jody the Pig. Jody the Pig. I still see Jody the Pig. It was just two red eyes in the window.
Yeah.
That's all they saw. It freaks you out.
Don't look too good.
What do you mean it doesn't look good? The special
wise.
effects?
Yeah.
It was a pig. It was Jody the Pig.
I don't know. It's an okay
So
shot.
that was that's what they took me to see, and then it freaked my little brain out, my underdeveloped brain.
Yeah. So the one I saw, the worst movie I saw, the worst horror movie I saw.
What do you mean worst? Not good or scariest?
Scariest.
Okay, well, Amityville Horror is not my
Worst and
scariest.
scariest are two different ones.
Yes. Velapta priest or whatever.
Velocipaster.
Yes. No, that wasn't the scariest I saw, but I'll get back to that.
Scariest one I saw, Conjuring.
Okay.
Saw that freshman
Walk
year.
me through it. What goes on in the
God,
Conjuring?
I don't actually remember.
Oh. Do they conjure?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Freshman year college, around the same time I was making up this masterpiece. Thank you. My roommate and his girlfriend decided to put on The Conjuring, and like I went spooky when I first got into college. I was
went
a very
spooky.
Yeah,
Did you go goth?
borderline. Yeah, like
I don't
everything
remember
was
this.
everything I did was very dark going into college
What'd you
instead
do?
of like funny as I usually would be.
What'd you do?
I started listening to Ice Nine Kills. I don't know, just things. I had an obsession with horror movies because of Ice Nine Kills going into college.
Yet you were scared to death of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, see, like I split them up. Like I don't like the horror movies where it's like demons and shit. The slashers are good. I like the slashers more.
Like a good old slasher
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Slice the children up. That's okay. But you don't want anybody
Yeah, because
popping out of
that's
thing.
real. Like that happens. Okay,
So why
whatever.
wouldn't that freak you out more?
If you're gonna
Okay.
kill somebody, no one's going out of their way to dress up in a funny costume. The last person who did that was John Wayne Gacy. Everybody who's a serial killer now just is like, hey, look at me. I'm surprisingly good looking for some reason. I'm gonna start killing people. So
Good thing I'm not good looking. I would kill a bunch of people.
So it's not as scary because I know nobody would go out of their way to dress up.
Okay.
All the cool serial killers are gone.
You don't get a cool serial killer anymore. That's right. That's right.
Like the Iceman.
The Iceman, wasn't he a mafia guy?
I have no idea. I'm
You should've went
digging
with
myself a
You
hole.
could go with the Son of Sam, the Boston Strangler, the Hillside Strangler, the BTK killer. There's a lot of serial killers out there.
I've never heard of any of
You
these.
never heard of The Son of Sam? You had to hear of.
Yeah, I've
talk
heard
about
of
them all the time.
It's just, I don't know. There's
was
no
around
memorable
for-
serial killers anymore.
No, not anymore. Oh, the Zodiac.
What the fuck am I saying?
Well, there aren't. It used to be a thing. They used to write to the newspaper. There was a mystery. When's he going to strike? You don't hear anymore. Now everybody's just killing everybody in the street. So there's no room for the serial killer anymore. It's outdated.
Are millennials stealing serial
They
killer
did.
jobs?
They ruined it. They ruined serial killers.
Is AI ruining serial killers?
I think so. I think the serial killer has been is archaic now. Now you just kill people in the street for no reason. Go on. It's Conjuring.
But yeah, so yeah, I was more of a slasher, but they put on Conjuring.
Was it scary?
Yes. First off, I think it was by like the end of the movie, there were like subtitles just like, everything in this movie you just saw is real. God is real. I'm pretty sure this was word for word. It was like, God is real. The devil is real. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow. Did they prove that?
I don't know, but they made like 2 more Conjurings.
Maybe I'll check it out. You should have told me. I would have watched it before this. I told you to give me a movie to watch before this.
End quote. Okay, here it is. Conjuring, end quote. Ed Warren, diabolical forces are formidable. These forces are external and they exist today. The fairy tale is true. The devil exists. God exists. And for us as people, our very destiny hinges upon which one we elect to follow.
God is real. Devil's real. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
There's an entire cinematic universe of this movie. This is The Nun. This is Annabelle.
Oh,
they all
Annabelle's
exist
part of
within.
this?
Yeah.
The Nun? Is the Nun part of this?
I just said that.
Did you?
Yes,
I
that was
went
the
right
first
past
one I
that.
said. So yeah, I saw that one.
You
Hated
saw The Nun?
it. No,
Oh, okay.
Conjuring.
Okay.
Hated it, and apparently the college I went to is supposedly haunted, so that didn't help.
Montclair's haunted?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay. Remind me to talk about a hotel that was haunted. That was
Okay, and then one night after we saw The Conjuring, I swear to God that I heard something.
Something?
Like there was a scene in the movie where like the 2 of the kids are in one room and one of them's like, there's someone in the corner or whatever, and you can't
That was your roommate.
see that.
That was your roommate.
No, but like it was something like that, and then there were like children voices. It was all fucking terrifying. But one night, I swear to this day, maybe I still heard something, and I screamed
In your room?
in my sleep, and I woke myself up and screamed.
What'd your roommate say?
I don't know, because I'm sure I had to warn him. I had night terrors.
You sure it wasn't him? Like in the corner, like rubbing one out
No,
or
this
something?
was like the other corner of the room.
Glad
It
you
was
missed-
so I hated it. I
glad you
hated
missed
it
that
so
one.
much. What?
You'll catch it when you edit it.
What did he say? What'd you say?
Nothing. God. So The Conjuring's your scariest movie.
I hated it so much.
So okay.
The worst one I've seen, however, the one that there was no enjoyment at all, was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I hated that too.
It was just
I didn't get it.
like I like the slashers.
That was.
But by
that
God,
was just
did nothing
weird.
happen in them.
Hillbillies. I don't get the hillbillies.
It wasn't even that. Just at the end of the movie, like everyone, first of all, one by one, these people go into the killer house.
Is that what happened?
Like
I remember
there's
bits and
literally
pieces. I just remember
there's
not liking
literally
it.
a scene where one person goes in, they get killed.
Yeah,
this
what's that?
person hasn't come back for a while. I'm gonna go look
My
at them.
turn.
Person 2 goes in, doesn't return. Finally, it's the final girl. It's like neither of them have come back. I'm gonna go into the house. That's where you get the ass shot of whatever the actress's name is.
The ass shot?
Yeah. There's a prolonged shot of the lead actress walking to the house, and it's just a low angle.
From behind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's in like farm shorts, and it's just her ass is like 1/3 of the screen.
You need that, yeah.
And then once she gets captured, there's about 30 minutes of her screaming, and nothing else happens. And then finally, she like escapes.
She gets on the truck, right? And he's screaming in the street, right?
Yeah, that's about the
Swinging
last
it down.
5 minutes. There's like
Yeah, he stays on it for like
20 to
minutes.
30 minutes of just her going. I fell asleep during that movie. I fell asleep during that horror movie.
I fell asleep. Yeah, I hated that movie, and I fell asleep during The Exorcist, which everyone says is the scariest
I did
of all
too.
time. I didn't get into that at all. I didn't see
That's funny because The Exorcist woke me up.
No, the new one. I'm talking the classic. The classic. The classic. I just didn't get into it. But the scariest I saw is The Shining.
No, it's
And
not.
you know why Shining is the scariest? Those two little bastards. Those two girls at the end of the hall.
No.
Freak me out to this day. I cannot. That's kids and them talking in sequence. Come and play. Oh my God. That is it for me. Scares the hell out of me.
Love that movie.
Love that. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. But those twins.
Not scary at all.
Not scary?
Not at all.
You go down, the kid's running down the hallway and he stops and they're at the end of the hallway. I'll tell you what freaked me out. I stood at the Roosevelt Hotel in LA once. Yeah. Now it's known to have that's supposed to be haunted. A lot of Hollywood stars. If you look in a mirror, Marilyn Monroe is supposed to appear. There's what's his name? Not Cary Grant, some other there's a whole big thing on it. They're supposed to still be there.
What's Marilyn Monroe going to do with you to scare you? Sleep with you?
No, that's not scary. But still, if you see a dead person in the mirror, it's a little freaking out. But when I came back to my hotel room one night, late, my door was down the hallway. It was in the middle of the hallway. Yeah. And I walked in, and I'm staring down a long hallway, nobody around, and all I'm thinking is those fucking twins are coming out. I ran to my room like a maniac.
Well, the twins don't come out.
They're at the end of the hall.
But you got to turn a corner.
I turned the corner.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
If it was just straight, you're
and
fine.
Now I'm looking at a straight thing, and my room's in the middle, and I know those twins are down there. Freaked me out. That scares the shit. They're at the end. Come on. That's scary.
It was not when I saw it.
Oh, my God. It's insane. And then the woman in the room, the beautiful woman, and all of a sudden it becomes a bag of bones?
Yeah.
No.
I will admit, when I did see The Shining with my friends, we took a trip to, we were at my friend's house, this really big house. And that day, she's just like, hey, you want to see a grave in my backyard? There was just a tombstone for like 4 people.
In her backyard?
In her backyard.
Was it her family? Was she buried?
The previous original owners of the house,
nobody decided to. They bought the house with the.
Yeah, it's just a couple of
like beautiful home
so it's like a backyard, and then there's a body of water, and then on this little peninsula-like thing in the backyard, just four bodies.
That's an Indian burial ground. You know what happens there?
Probably.
Holy shit! I think she said something into the TV.
I think she said something like, "Oh yeah, our camera would pick up these little weird floating orbs."
Those are the dead people.
Yeah.
And Has she been sucked into the TV yet?
What?
Has she been sucked into the TV yet?
It's okay. The TV's mounted on the wall, so if anything comes out of it, it's just.
No, but it's poltergeist. I'm
thinking the ring.
No, that's stupid. That's stupid. They took the little girl into the TV.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not living on in the cemetery. I know what happens there.
That was
always bad.
I forgot about that until just now.
Poltergeist?
That I went to see a headstone in somebody's backyard.
You go to somebody's house and they have an Indian burial ground, you get the hell out of there.
Yeah, but it was a big house, so like
the poltergeist was a big house.
Yeah, but
they had a pool. They were all in the pool.
These people had chickens and like
Same
13
thing. They
dogs.
probably killed the chickens.
Wait, was this an exaggeration? Where did she actually own like 13 dogs?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, she had a bunch of dogs.
She did. Like this was okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cult. That was a cult. That whole thing. Oh, the cemetery, chickens, dogs. There's sacrifices there every Tuesday.
Dog cult.
God. Was the dog stalking them like Son of Sam? No? Okay.
Maybe there were 13 of them. I'm sure one of them was sticking around.
Shining scared the shite out of me.
No, not scary at all.
You're insane.
Nor was seeing the dead body, actually.
Well, no,
I didn't actually see any bodies, but you know what I mean.
Okay, when he's chasing him at the end and stuff, the little kid talking to himself like this. What was his name? Danny's not here. Yeah. What the fuck? I'm not here. I'm not here. That was scary. Red rum backwards. You know what it says? Red rum. It's murder.
I still don't get what that means.
Red rum?
Yeah, like
it's murder backwards.
Yeah, but what he was saying it
throughout
something
the movie.
wrong
with his brain.
Yeah, but what are
he was dyslexic, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I just
had a lot of issues.
I never understood the reveal of red rum being murder.
I think he had
while he's chopping down the door of the next, like I kind of figured that out. Thanks for the heads up.
Well, just in case you needed it. Well, the kid, I mean, he talked backwards. He talked to a black guy through their thoughts from hundreds of miles away. Wasn't he in Miami when he had to come all the way back?
At least in the book he was, I think.
Brothers. He comes all the way back. He makes that whole trip. Hours upon hours. He's getting there. I'm coming to save the day. I'm the hero. He walks to the door, he gets an axe touched.
Not in the book.
I don't care about the book.
Okay.
Screw Stephen King. The movie's great. I don't care what he did in the book. The movie's incredible. That is so funny. The guy comes. Have you seen him do that in The Simpsons?
Yeah.
I think he gets killed in every.
Yeah.
It's Willie, right?
Yeah.
And stare, the guy travels all the way there to save the day, and he walks in the door, gets an axe in the chest. Be prepared a little bit. You know something's going on. The kid's been sending you messages. I think I walked to the front door. I'm looking for somebody with an axe. Terrible job.
Looks pretty good here.
Everything's
just
good.
pole after pole. Yeah, nothing bad could happen here.
There's blood coming down the elevators. There's 2 creepy little girls at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
No, that's a scary movie. Dr. Sleep, however, was not a good sequel.
I didn't mind it. Damn it.
What, you okay?
Yeah.
Is it the glove?
I think it might have been the gloves.
But it's on the wrong hand.
Dr. Sleep wasn't bad.
It was okay, but it's
it was definitely a tonal shift. One of them,
it's
Shining
not-
was a
'cause it's not
psychological
Kubrick.
horror.
Yeah, because Kubrick did it.
And I believe like one of Kubrick's relatives did Dr. Sleep.
Is that true?
I think so.
Well, it's not
But
Kubrick.
Dr. Sleep has just the plot is like a action movie almost.
The thing with Dr. Sleep, I like, they do the connection to The Shining. They wind up back at the hotel.
Yeah.
The killer, the girl, I thought she was good. The woman? I don't know her character's name
Rose,
was?
no, not
the
Rose the
Mad
Hat.
Hatter or whatever? She had
Yeah,
the
it was
cool
something
hat.
in the hat.
She was good. She was good.
Rose the Hat, yeah. Rebecca
the Hat.
Ferguson.
But when they killed that kid who walking, that bothered me. I don't like
What?
that shit. The kid walking home.
Oh yeah, the baseball kid.
That was
yeah,
terrible.
that was
terrible.
something.
This is why I never walked home from. Oh yes, I did walk home. That's how I got my first cherry Coke. That was a weird sentence. It could have went anywhere.
No, I don't know. Dr. Sleep wasn't bad.
It was okay. It's not The Shining.
Yeah, I think I liked it more than The Shining, book wise.
Book.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna say this.
Go ahead, say it out loud. Say it proud.
I think Stephen King's overrated.
I don't like Stephen King. The movies.
The movies aren't
Christine
bad.
was very good.
Christine was good.
Christine was very good. The Shining was very good, but he hated it, which means he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Because Kubrick changed a bunch in it.
Yeah, he changed
And he
everything.
did-
and then they made a sequel, which was very weird. Because
Well, did he write? Is Dr. Sleep a book too?
Dr. Sleep is a book.
Okay. Is it
And
close?
Like I said, the black guy in Shining, whose name I forget.
Scatman Crothers.
I don't think that was his.
That's his real name.
Yeah, that wasn't his.
He wasn't in the sequel because he was dead.
No, he was.
Well, the character was, but it wasn't him because he was dead.
Well, yes.
And
But the character was alive in Dr. Sleep.
Wait, was he?
No, in the
Oh, he
book.
was
In the
see-
book. In the book.
Okay, in the movie,
In the book, he survived The Shining and happened to be at like the start of Dr. Sleep.
Okay, but in the movie, he's in there. Why? It's just,
He's
it's
as
just
a-
a scene.
he's as a ghost.
He's Sheen. Okay,
As a ghost, because like shit, he's essential to the plot, but we killed him off.
So they use the Force, right? He's
Yeah,
standing
something
next to
like
Yoda. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay,
And then I think his mother. There were other major. Oh, the Overlook burns down in the book.
doesn't it burn down in Dr. Sleep? In what? The first one?
In The Shining, it burns down.
Okay.
In The Shining, the Overlook burns down in The Shining.
The book, not the movie.
In the book, yes.
That would be me.
And then they still go back to it in Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
But you can't
King-
burn down the same place
Maybe
twice.
King doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he should shut up and let Kubrick run the show.
Well,
His
I
big
will say
problem.
this.
His big problem was that Nicholson wasn't right for the part because Nicholson looked crazy right from the beginning. So it was
I agree with that,
But-
but he also played it very well.
He's amazing in it. How do you knock what Nicholson did in The Shining? Shut
Well,
up.
it's
Stephen
not
King.
what the character was.
He was okay. He wasn't that nuts in the beginning. Nicholson just looks nuts to begin with.
Well, yeah, that's the
He
problem.
got a little nuttier.
At least from what I've read. Sorry, going back to Stephen King. Mike Flanagan directed it. He had nothing. He has no relation to Stanley Kubrick.
He once met him at Toys R Us.
Anyway, for the third time, going back to Stephen King is overrated. At least from the books I've read, there's just a lot of fluff.
All right.
Because, like, I've read Shining, Pet Sematary.
Horrible movie.
I have not seen it. Shining, Pet Sematary, Misery,
Misery was a good movie.
Carrie.
Misery's a good one. Carrie's a good movie. Actually, the movies, I thought the movies were worse. There's a couple that sucked. He directed one, I think, that was horrible. I forgot which one.
Yeah, something like that. Those were, I'm sure there's maybe more, but those are the
There's a
four. I know there's more. I'm saying what I've read.
Do you know what? You know what? I think Shawshank.
Yes.
Is a short story of his.
Rita Hayworth and the
Yeah.
not Green Mile. That's a different one.
Put all the movies together.
It was Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption was the name of
the name of it? Yeah, okay.
That movie was really
it's
good.
Not scary, but it's a really good movie.
No, that was a really good movie.
That's a great movie.
But no, like the 4 out of Red, I read them years ago, so memory's a little hazy. But there's a lot of padding, especially like Pet Sematary.
That's me again.
Can you fix that? There's just a lot of fluff in the books I've read from him. Especially Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary's plot is people move into house, probably in Maine, because that's where all Stephen King books take place. The cat gets run over. The old guy who was played by Frankenstein in the movie, Herman Munster.
It wasn't Frankenstein. It was Fred Gwynn.
Oh.
And he was also the judge in Cousin Vinny. Oh. My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I know he was. It wasn't Frankenstein. It was Herman Munster.
Anyway, the cat dies.
The kid dies.
Cat dies. They take the Herman Munster looking guy.
Die at the beginning.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Cat dies. Herman Munster's like, hey, take him to this pet cemetery. The cat will be alive.
Yes.
Kid dies. Buries the kid. Kid comes back, kills everyone. That's the plot. Somehow Stephen King made that into a 400-page book where literally every couple pages is main character. What the fuck was the main character's name? Main character's name. Lewis Creed. Lewis Creed came home from his teaching job. The cat looked pissed at him. He went to bed annoyed. He went to school the next day. He came back. The cat looked slightly weirder this day. And then he went to bed.
Yeah.
It's just like for 100 pages, it was just about the cat being weird. We get it. The cat's dead. So that's he has some good concepts. I'll give credit where credit's due. Mm-hmm. But
obviously he's successful.
God, a lot of them are just padding. Even Misery, I think. The problem is with Stephen King books, they just go on too long.
Okay, I never rate them. Screw them.
Yeah.
The movies.
Carrie was good.
Job
Carrie I enjoyed.
Carrie's good.
But that was like
Shining
his first
good.
one.
Christine was good. Maximum Overdrive was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. What movie did
that might have been
direct?
the one he directed.
Did he direct that one?
He directed something with a truck.
That might be Maximum Overdrive. It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
So that so Shining is the twins. I can't deal with kids. I can't deal with spooky kids. They drive me insane.
And yet you had 2 of them. Yeah.
That's why I can't deal with spooky kids. He directed that?
Yeah.
Wow,
and
it's
wrote
so
it.
bad. He wrote it too. Good job.
Obviously.
Maybe he needs a Kubrick. The Strangers. Haven't seen The Strangers? No,
I've heard of them.
That scared. That again. Masks. Things with masks scare me.
Yeah.
People put on masks. That's freaky. That is freaky.
You didn't have a good time during 2020 then.
Yeah, that freaks me out. That freaks me out. Mascots, anything with a mascot.
Go to the grocery store. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I can't deal with it. No, the Strangers was scared because they were in the house. They were outside the house.
Yeah.
And they spoiler alert, they got away with it.
Yeah.
They kill him, walk away. I know I think there was a sequel. I never saw it.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Pray
at Night.
Stranger Things. What's that show? Stranger Things. Yes, that's what it was.
Strangers Pray at Night. Yeah.
That was spooky because it was. Oh man, the way they shot that was.
Yeah, no, they're in the house and there's like, hey,
they're
why are you doing this?
They're on the swings in the back. They're coming around. Oh, then all of a sudden they're in there. Oh man, that freaked me out.
Oh yeah, and then just hey, why are you doing this? Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah,
no reason behind it. And see, now that's something that could happen. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's worse than that's a step above the slashers.
That's why you got to load up on guns. Bring your friends. The one thing that we always. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Yeah. Well, Friday the 13th was when I was younger. Every new one that came out, me and my friends would go on opening day and get in the front row and watch them. We did this for a few of them. Until...
Really? Front row?
Front row. In the front row, until he went to Manhattan. And then I said, this might have run its course.
Well, yeah, it's hard to see a declining quality movies when you're...
I think at that point
front row is awful.
No, front row was awesome.
At a movie theater?
Oh, it was awesome. Look at the big screen. It's a big Jason. He's 11 feet tall. It's awesome.
God, no.
Yeah, no, that's what we used to do. I love the Friday the 13th movies.
Friday the 13th.
And then he went to Manhattan. He punched the guy's head off.
He went to space.
He went to space. He became a mutant in one of them. It was
He
like
went to hell.
I think I gave up. I don't think I saw those. But it was weird. In the Manhattan one, it's only at the end of the movie he gets to Manhattan. But they're on a boat, and the boat sinks or something, and now all the people on the boat swim to Manhattan. That's how they get there. But Jason was on the boat, swims to Manhattan. You know what the problem with that is?
Jason shouldn't be swimming.
He drowned. That was the whole point. Yeah. That's why his mother went nuts. Yeah. And now he's an excellent swimmer. Yeah. It's just killed it for me. Killed it. And then the guy walking through I guess Manhattan now, anybody could be walking through a hockey mask and a machete. But it's a little weird.
Friday the 13th. Part 1.
Part 1, the mother's killer. 2, he's got the sack on his head. 3 is when he gets the mask. 4 is really good.
I'm sorry, not part 4. The final chapter.
The final chapter. Wait. Slow down on these. Final chapter, Corey Feldman kills him. That was a great one. Puts the axe through here. So the next few movies, he's got the axe shot through there.
Part 5, A New Hope.
I just watched the other day was Phantom Menace.
What? A New Beginning.
Electric Boogaloo? No. 5 was terrible because it wasn't really Jason.
Also, it looks awful.
It was terrible.
At least it was just the mask does not.
Everything was bad. Was terrible. But it was supposed to be the Corey Feldman character grown up. Has all these nightmares about Jason, and someone else is trying to kill him. It was no sense. 6 was awesome because that's when Jason comes back. Jason lives. The opening scene when he comes back is awesome.
Part
See that 7, in the front row. 7 was
New
7.
Blood.
Is that the girl? Is it called New Blood?
New Blood.
Is that the girl with the psychic?
Yeah,
I think there was a psychic.
Like
yeah. Then 8, he goes to Manhattan.
8, Jason takes Manhattan.
Yeah, Jason takes Manhattan. 9 is when he becomes some kind of
Jason goes
mutant.
to hell the final Friday.
That's not 9.
Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that when he becomes a mutant? There's
Probably.
this bug going around to people and they turn him into Jason. Like. Then 10 is when he goes to space.
Jason X.
Jesus, I know all these. This is sad.
Friday the 13th, 2, 3, the final
chapter was
5, 6, 7, 8, the final Friday. 10,
know.
Freddy vs. Jason, 2009 remake.
They made a remake?
Yeah.
Of the first one?
No. It had Jason.
It wasn't the mother?
No.
It was okay. I got to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll watch that one.
I don't know. It looked like it was
just called,
many
what's
years
that just
later.
called?
It's just called Friday the 13th.
Okay, I'll check that out.
It looks okay. But
it's like Halloween. Halloween, try to find that timeline. That is screwed to the... it's
right.
a sister. It's not a sister anymore. It might
before
be a
we move
sister.
on to Halloween, I will say Friday the 13th was probably the first horror movie I willingly sat down and watched.
That's a great movie.
My God, these early ones, nothing happens.
Well, it's funny.
It's the same problem with Stephen King's book. There's just so much padding to get it to that runtime.
It's funny. I just the other day watched the pitch meeting. Ryan George, the YouTube channel. I watched the Halloween one, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like filler. Like we'll keep a shot on somebody turning the corner, and just keep the shot on for 30 more seconds." And then the parents at the beginning.
That's what Michael Jackson was really writing about.
Thriller, filler nights.
Weird Al, get on that.
That movie is very slow, but it's done well though. It's psychological and gore. He's a great.
There's like a 2-minute uninterrupted shot of somebody making tea.
Yes. No, that's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, no, it is
that's
the
Halloween?
first one. Oh no, we're still on Friday the 13th.
No, we moved to Halloween. I thought.
I said before we move on to Halloween.
We didn't move on to Halloween.
No.
Oh, I was talking Halloween.
Oh.
Can Halloween ever fall on a Friday the 13th? No. Okay.
I will say that I don't understand what the big deal about Friday the 13th was. I never understood that.
It had an awesome killer.
No. The holiday.
The holiday. 13.
It was like, it only comes once a year. The first time I heard that, I looked at a calendar. I'm like, it's 3 times this year.
I think it happens a lot, actually. Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Bad luck. Like, that's a Tuesday for me.
Well, what are your thoughts on the 13th floor in a hotel? If you're on the 14th floor, you're on the 13th floor. So evil's going to find you. Evil isn't stupid.
12, 11, 12.
Fuck! Oh, I got to find another hotel and kill someone. That's just stupid. I'm no dope. I know we're 14th.
Just build your hotel, put a 13th floor, intentionally make it like the scary murder floor, and then just don't book anyone there.
If you want to stay.
Don't pay for the water or electricity. It's not going to cost you anything to keep that floor up.
All right. We'll keep it open. Put the gym there.
Keep the 13th button out of order or whatever, and it's problem
Tape over it.
solved.
I hear you. But what, you had more on Friday the 13th?
No, I was just wanting to say there's a 2-minute uninterrupted scene of somebody making tea in a cabin.
I thought that's how the second one starts off like that too.
No.
But the second one is
the second one has that whole tracking shot.
She's on the phone with her mother. She's making tea. She goes inside. The cat jump.
But like she's walking around and the camera's following her.
Okay, you just
this
don't
one
want
is
to
just
see.
a single room. She's there. Oh, she's going into the closet.
Got it.
Oh, she's coming out of the closet.
You got to pad
She's
the
going
runtime.
to the stove.
They don't have a lot. The budget's not high, and you got to get it to an hour and a half at least.
Yeah, something like
so
that.
you got to pad the time. That's what Halloween is all about. He drives a lot. For a guy who was in a mental hospital, he drives the whole movie. He's very good. He's a very good driver.
I will give credit to the early slasher posters, though. They looked incredible.
Halloween posters good.
Halloween,
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, yeah.
No, they're good. They're good.
But
Halloween's a good
Halloween-
movie. But the timeline, the second one, I found out it was his sister. The third one, he's not even in. They were going to go a whole different direction. That didn't work. Then I
They
lose
realized
control.
Halloween makes a lot of money, so they brought Michael Myers back in the fourth one.
The fourth one, there's a curse of Michael Myers.
Fourth one is Return. Fifth one is Revenge. Sixth one is Curse.
But then Rob Zombie came and pissed all over it.
Not yet. HCO was first.
H2. Okay, was that the seventh one?
Yeah, H2O
Was the seventh one?
Seventh,
Okay.
1998.
Okay.
Halloween Resurrection, 2002.
That's still okay.
Halloween 2007
That's Zombie.
was Zombie.
Okay, and then he did a sequel.
Halloween 2, 2009.
Okay, so now there's 2 Halloweens and 2 Halloween 2s. Go
Yes. Halloween 2018.
ahead. What's that?
That's the time jump one.
Is that the one where she comes back?
That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay, that was when she came back.
I
But
don't know
that's
where that continues from.
Wait, I think that's supposed to take place right after the first one. I don't think anything else happened in.
Really?
I think because the second one is supposed to be his sister, and they totally took that
Did
away.
they?
I think so.
I don't remember.
That again.
Because doesn't he die in 2 as well?
He does in everyone.
yeah.
Doesn't he die in 2?
Well, he doesn't die in the first one.
Oh, he runs away. He got
Yeah.
shot 50 times, stabbed. Yeah,
But 2 was supposed to
2,
be
he
his
gets
death.
burned.
No more Michael
The ship.
Myers.
Yes.
Until they
That's-
realized, shit, Curse of the Witch didn't.
Michael, yeah.
Season of the Witch didn't
Season
do
of the
too
Witch.
well. Let's bring
But
him back.
wait a second. So the one with Jamie Lee Curtis is called Halloween Again?
Yes.
There's nothing, no subtitle? So now we have 3 Halloweens and 2 Halloween 2s.
Yes.
Go on.
Halloween
And then
Kills
Halloween Kills.
is the second one. So
Wait, isn't there Halloween Ends?
that's the third one.
They've done 3 with Jamie Lee Curtis in the last few years?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
There was Halloween. And
Okay.
the timeline,
Then I didn't see-
this particular timeline goes Halloween, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends.
Okay, so I don't think I know Halloween then. The second Halloweenish
No,
one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
you would have seen Halloween.
I remember Ends and Kills. I got him. I didn't
Well,
think I saw
based
3.
on the timing, I was looking at colleges.
Yeah, that's when I went to one, 'cause you had, like,
see
a whole thing.
Halloween.
That was Halloween.
That was 2018.
So
That's
I
the
saw
one you would have
Kills
seen.
and End. Or did I miss one?
I just
I don't think people
remember
care,
they
but I'm going to look
sucked.
into that.
I just
Okay, didn't
remember
know
they
did
started
that.
sucking.
I didn't know she did 3 more.
Yeah, I was watching.
Holy shit.
I was watching like film documentaries on it, or like film analyses on like Halloween Ends, and like
Yeah.
you just took. It was a while ago, but it's like you took all the scare out of him. Also, I think in like Halloween Ends, like there's a guy who's slowly becoming the new Michael Myers.
Anymore.
Okay, yada yada
here
yada.
we go.
Corey returns to the sewers where he
Okay.
successfully fights Michael Myers for his mask and embarks on a rampage.
They had a mask versus mask bout. It's like a wrestling match. Winner gets Michael's mask.
This guy, this 20-something-year-old
Yeah.
schmuck
Yeah.
who's been bullied and harassed
Yeah.
and whatever, beat Michael Myers in a fight for his mask.
In all fairness, Michael Myers got to be in his 60s. Got to be in his 60s, and it's taken a lot of beating, a lot of mileage on him, a lot of gunshots, a lot of stabbings, a lot of burnings. He's a little beat up. I'm just going to say he might be past his prime. Think about it. It was over 40 years ago when the first thing happened. He was 21 when he escapes in the first one. That's 40. He's in his 60s. In his 60s, 3rd-degree burns.
This is the guy who beat him.
All right, I get that. But we're talking about a weakened Michael Myers here. All right, we've gone too far on Michael Myers.
Okay,
All right.
point is, you can't have one of the greatest horror movie icons and have him beat to some curly-haired schmuck.
What's wrong with curly hair?
I have curly hair. It's okay. I can say that. Once it grows back, it'll be curly. Don't worry. But no, you can't do that. You can't have the main antagonist of the series get his ass handed to him.
Well, it's about time. About time somebody beats this guy. Those movies.
A good one, because I haven't seen the 12 others. Scream. Scream is one of my...
First Scream is very good.
Stop touching.
First Scream is very good.
Scream, very
that
good.
opening scene is scary. That is a scary scene.
Hated that.
That's scary. So phone calls freak me out too. Straight when a stranger calls. Ever know that one?
No, I just don't answer the phone.
Oh my God! Opening scene. Babysitters in the house.
I saw the movie.
Check the children. Check the children. Then they get a call.
Oh, fuck that one.
And then they get a call from the police. The call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
Holy shite! That scared the hell out of me. That was scary. The rest of the movie's not that scary. That opening scene, it goes on for a little while. No, when a stranger calls. Do you know what I was talking about?
I don't know.
Name of the movie is When a Stranger Calls. Somebody's babysitting the kids, and she gets a phone call. Have you checked the children? Have you checked the children? Starts freaking out. She calls the cops. Cops call her back. Says, get out of the house. The call's coming from inside the house. Fucking guy's inside the house calling her. That's scary. That freaked me out when I was younger.
Well, yeah, no, totally. But like also, well, he hasn't done anything yet.
He killed the kids.
Oh, yeah, other than that.
Other than that. Yeah, have you checked the children? Imagine getting that phone call and then getting a phone call saying, "Oh, this call is, by the way, they're upstairs." My God. Yeah, that one scared me. Phone calls and children scare me. That ladybugs.
Yeah. Yeah. God, right. I hate that one. That phone call though was awful. That opening scene too.
Oh, Drew Barrymore. Mm-hmm. It's a terrible way to go.
Yeah. I seeing that scene when I first saw the movie was not bad. Hearing about that opening scene
you heard about
years before was awful. I was at a film camp, film school or something, and one day they just went on an extended conversation about horror movies, and this was my time where I didn't do horror movies. And so they were talking about the opening scene of Scream. And while I'm sitting there, while I'm supposed to be working on some kind of film thing, I'm sitting there, ears closed, eyes shut, but I hear them. But I hear them and it's like, oh, and then it's like, I want to know who I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, I'm not sleeping.
I want to know who I'm looking at. They say that? The Scream guy says that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember Mass Trivia.
It's like the most iconic line.
No, he asks a trivia question. He says, who's the killer in Friday the 13th? She gets it wrong. She says, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah,
he goes, no, it's the mother. He's dumbass. Now I'm going to kill you.
She's like, who am I talking? Not. She's like, why? She's like, why are you asking me all these questions? And he's like, I want to see who I'm looking at.
Oh, really?
And she's like, what? He's like, I want to know who I'm talking to. She's like, bullshit. That's not what you said.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you serious?
I watch the movie every week. Sorry.
That's the most iconic part.
No.
There's, do you like scary movies?
Yeah, that's the iconic line. That's
I want to know who I'm looking at.
You get one iconic line.
And Drew Barrymore burning the popcorn.
Who?
Drew Barrymore burning the popcorn.
No, there's one iconic line. You don't get two iconic lines.
Yes, you do.
Unless you're Airplane. You get one iconic line. Do you like scary movies? That's it. That's the one. That's it.
You hang up on me again, I'm going to gut you like a fish?
Is that what it says? That's where you got that from?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Did I tell that story?
Yes, you told me to gut like the fish movie.
Okay.
Story, yes. All right, well, that was good. That was good. Well, the big news.
Yes. Thank you all for joining us. This is actually going to be our last episode of the season.
Yes, season finale, we call them.
We are flying south for the winter.
It took my line.
That was my line. I said that to you.
When?
I said this is how we're going to end this.
You never told me how it was going to end.
Yes, I did. And you just said, no, I thought we were just going to say bye.
No, I have a whole big thing. Oh. Because we have a cliffhanger. This is a cliffhanger episode.
Fine. No, if this was your idea.
No. Go with the flying south. You can take that one. But we have a cliffhanger.
What's a cliffhanger?
Cliffhanger is I might not be here when the show returns. I got surgery. I'm referring to as open-ish heart surgery coming up. So I might not make it. I might not be here. Don't get under the host. This was my idea. Yeah, this might be the end of our hero. Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Well, what will end? Come So what do we take the holidays off? Season 2 coming back in 2024.
Hopefully.
Maybe. Allegedly. of me. Yeah, but that's our story. We had a good year. We had a good run. Couple big episodes, couple big shorts, thousands of likes and stuff. I'm very impressed. Yeah. Shout out to all our favorite listeners, like the Hollies, the Bets, the family that we speak of all the time, the Penelopes of the world.
Yeah.
A lot of listeners writing back to us.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. For all our guests who took the time to sit with us.
I hope we have much more guests coming in season 2. We're planning on that already. We're gonna open that up to a lot more interviews, a lot more nudity in season 2. I'm just trying to get the viewers, man.
All right. Well, I don't have my extensive list, so feel free to follow us.
What happened to your list?
Computer died. Feel free to follow us at FTDcast on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, yes.
All right, I believe that's the real ones. And then there is
the other one's a fake.
There is.
Well, there's the pizza store. There's the arcade in Times Square.
Pizza store.
Milk cartons.
Pizza stores in Times Square. Local arcade, Lost Children posters.
Milk cartons.
Presidential slogans. Implanted in your head via microchips. Time travel photo booths.
Yes.
Select Windows displays in Home Depot. Ad on the sketchy website you're on.
Anything about serial killers?
I forget when I started this list, so I don't even know how many there are.
I think that's it.
And of course, I just had one and I lost it. But, help wanted ads in your local newspaper.
Yes. But look for us. We're going to be putting out over the next couple months our greatest shits, as they call them.
Stop promising things. We need a plan. Bye, everybody.